as we'll see the #8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed near the marker is Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
It's complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. On the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about the wheels for the QB. You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He wants to change this route. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Took a shot as he threw. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
That's caught. It's Durham. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, LSU 0.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Making side adjustments here. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. And fired the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense in press coverage. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense in a bunch formation. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Fires it. It's caught downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Green. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. LSU lining up first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That's caught. It's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually...
Turning on the Jets. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely center cut. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Spaces. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Green. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Dura. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's got it. White lost the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Breaking out the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion, good timing, get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Dura. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quickly complete. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. All alone, he's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They just keep firing. It's gone. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. The corners are walked up tight. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. All kinds of room to the right. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it to the right. Turning it on!
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
But you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Durham. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
On the set.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down run. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the Sunday to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play. And it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for
it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Now from inside the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got him downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
On the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
And they'll try to tack on two. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grab near the marker. It's Green. At the 45 on its way. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Flips it out to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tiger. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he dropped it! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, LSU 8.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo,
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. Oh, it's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down.
To kick it away.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion. completion.
Caught over the middle. It's sharp. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Makes the catch, it's Green. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. Gonna look downfield again. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's only got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the 2-point try.
6-9-1, Gators score. Hornet. Go.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
After they got that penalty, guys, I thought we'd see the kicker trot onto the field, but they left the offense out there. From the 8-yard line, they're still able to convert the 2-point conversion.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They'll immediately call timeout.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Play the analytics here, you go for 2. motion from the back. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Durham. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
LSU 16.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll open the second half with a run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quick strike complete. He's loose. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Finds his man. It's Anderson. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Durham. Lots of running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical because he bobbles it at all. Or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. But that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, LSU! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitzed. but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Trying to ball his way in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Using the quick game. He's in for the 2, and that is big because now it's a one-possession game. They trail by 8. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Durham. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Makes the catch. It's Anderson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
And that's the end of the third quarter. With your score, LSU 32, LSU 24.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. LSU getting set on first and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's looking to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
Salt interwove, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Anderson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. The short hands, it's Anderson. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Using his legs to buy some time. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time for him because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and
Get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And this quarterback now is throwing for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Another incompletion on third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback may change this route. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Durham. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile
up. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Zings it complete to the right. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
He'll take the deep shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly